Okay, let's do these last two, right? Now remember that this is a square root, so this is the same as 17 to the 1/2, right? Okay. That's literally what it is. So our n in this case is 1/2, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is find the square root of 17, right? 17 raised to the 0.5. I could do the square root of it, right? And 17 to the 0.5 is, the square root of 17 is 4.1231, whatever's they are, right? Okay, so now I'm going to do this. I'm going to go uncertainty of that. Just, it's the same thing, right? 4.1231. That's going to be the absolute value of 1/2 times 2.1 over 17. Okay, so this is our n, right? So that's going to be 1/2, 0.5, right? So I'm going to go times 0.5 times 2.1 divided by 17. Did I do that right? I did. And I got 0. The uncertainty of this is 0.25466. Those are sixes. All right, let's see. So 4.12, I think we'd round this here, right? So we'd say 4.12 plus or minus 0.25. I think that's the best way to do it. Now again, if you write 4.1231 plus or minus 0.25466, no worries. I think that's better though, right? Okay, this is the fourth root of 1250, right? So 1250 to the 1/4. Okay, what is that? Raised to the 1 divided by 4. These calculators can do that, which is kind of cool. All right, that's 5.94603. Whatever these are, right? Okay, and then our n in this case, n is 0.25, right? Or 1/4, right? That's our exponent that we're raising it to. So I'm going to go uncertainty of this number, right? Over 5.94603. That equals the absolute value, right? Our n is 0.25, right? I'll go 1/4. For you math purists, right? Times 113 over 1250. Okay, so I'm going to take a number on my calculator. I go times 0.25 because I'm lazy. All right. Times 113 divided by 1250. And that's delta x equals 0.1343. Okay. So let's see. We want to round this to this place, I feel like, because this would be 0.13. So I'm going to say that it's 5.95 plus or minus 0.13. 0.13, I think, is better, right? It's always good if you have a decimal point as the first thing to put a 0 in there so you notice the decimal point. I'm not going to grade according to that, but anyway, there it is. So just keep in mind that these roots are really just fractional exponents, right? Okay. And we just do the same thing. Only there's no way to visualize this in terms of the multiplication rule, right? So really what's going on here, by the way, is that this is a derivative, okay? The derivative of this, the power rule, is that the derivative would be n times a to the n minus 1, okay? And so we're really doing something called a partial derivative, but you can just hang on to that thought. That's what grown-ups do, okay? This is like, we don't know calculus, so that's we're sort of doing we're sort of doing the power rule. We're kind of doing a partial derivative.